Hey Scorpio, it's July 2026. I love a fantastic horoscope. Look at yours. Look at the career opportunities. Mercury on one side of this upper line. This is the career sector for you. Jupiter on the other side of the line, that entry point into Leo. Jupiter has just entered for the first time in 12 years. If you feel like you've been struggling a lot of Scorpios have been challenged by their work. If you haven't been feeling fulfilled, there could be a renewal of creative energy. And I'm going to start the karmic wheels of motion moving here so you can see exactly what's happening. The month starts off with the almost full moon. It's off the boil, moving into the fourth house of family, property matters. But here, the focus is on this once in 12-year cycle. Jupiter, one of your better planets, the creative planet ruling this fifth house of Pisces, the finance planet, the income planet ruling this second zone of income there in the 10th house. Now's your time to shine, but don't jump off looking at your bank account. Yeah, it's a 12-month cycle. Opportunities right now are giving you a lot more cause for optimism. Venus up there in the 10th house, great connective energies to the world around you, to your employers. This gives tremendous prestige. Some good stuff coming. It may not happen immediately, as I've said, but it is coming. And keep an eye out on the placement of the sun and its movement here, along with the retrograde Mercury. Mercury for you is regulating the fulfillment of your desires. A little bit of a setback there, but you'll notice when that R with the little line through it, meaning retrograde, disappears, then Mercury is back into its forward motion. And you see that part of your horoscope is important this month, especially with the moon swinging around here. It's going to move into what we call the full moon phase. This is the zone of higher learning, close enough to the career sector that new moon is going to immediately dive in on the 15th, the day of the full moon, into that career sector, make a conjunction with Jupiter. And that, again, is a little bolster to your self-confidence and your ability to make things happen, to convince others, particularly your employers. If you have had an idea or want to make some changes in your work, this is a really great time to do so. The volatile conjunction of Mars and Uranus in your 8th house, that's a bit dangerous. I wouldn't go skydiving right now. High-speed police car chases are also not a great idea. Archery, knife throwing, trying to hit that apple on the head of your partner. I'd sort of pass on all that stuff. Just wait for these planets to separate sufficiently. And actually, I would wait for Mars, your ruler, to move out of that 8th house. Mars in the 8th is also to do with your most intimate relationships, how you deal sexually and intimately, sensually with your partner. Shouldn't forget the transit of the sun, ruler of your career, into that career sector. It's going to scold Jupiter for a while, for a few days. The sun, of course, is very hot. Any planet in the vicinity of the sun is going to get burnt up under the sunbeams. And so the creative components, the financial components we mentioned, could be under a little bit of pressure there in the last few days of July. But because the sun is a fairly quick moving body, it's not long lasting. You'll also notice there the south node moving into the career sector as well. Now that's important, but often overlooked by astrologers because it tells us about how your past karma impacts what you do here in your work. It can also indicate separation or a need to really align yourself more closely with the inner gifts that you have, those inner gifts that you've been wanting to express, hence that 5th house combination of Jupiter here. But when that South Node comes in, it can actually activate not just past talents and skill sets and gifts, but the discovery of new talents, a broadening of your mental horizons. That's also shown by Mercury there in the 9th house. That's got to do with long journeys, it's got to do with higher education, spirituality, and an opening up of the mind. You know, as they say, minds are like parachutes, they only function when open. And speaking of open, the website astrology.com.au is open. Please follow the links. Get more on the month of July, get more on the rest of the year, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly readings, Chinese readings. We've got it all there for you, a really great array of forecasting to help you navigate 2026 and beyond. Of course, it would help if you gave us your subscription, please. Friend me, like me, you know, I've got a bit of narcissism there. And by all means, text me if you've got a question. And mostly come back next month because I'll be here and I'm going to be talking about August. Take care. Bye-bye.